Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good people. My name is Martin Morage, and I'd like to welcome you all to another edition of Predictions by a Casual. Today's predictions is for UFC 259, Blachowisz versus Adesanya. I hope you like my predictions. If you have anything contrary, please comment, subscribe, or whatever you'd like to do, good people. Otherwise, let's get started. And as usual, a reminder: my predictions for this year. The theme is upsets. So let's get started with the early prelims. The soup is some good fights. There's some good fights. Let me get this drink ready. My drink of the day is ginger beer. I don't know if you can see it really good. Nice. Anyway, first fight, bantamweight. Mario Bautista from the USA fighting Jimmy, no, 5-star Trevin Jones. almost said Jimmy Jones. Ooh, first one is not that good. Anyway, for this one, I'm gonna go with Bautista to win. Next one, lightweight, the Dr. Uros Medic from Serbia versus Alon Cruz from the USA. On this one, Mr. Medic, the Doctor, is making his UFC debut. Alon Cruz is 0-1 in the UFC. The Medic is undefeated in his MMA career, 6-0. So I'm gonna go for him to get upset and lose and get his first loss of the year. So Mr. Alon Cruz for the win. Next fight is a strawweight, the first women's fight of the night. I think there's only 2 women's fights tonight. The first lady, the Brazilian gangster Livinha Souza, fighting another Brazilian, Amanda Lemos. On this one, it's going to be a pretty tight fight. They're both Brazilians. They probably know each other pretty well. So I'm going to go with the Brazilian gangster. I don't think, probably that's not the upset, but I'm going to go with her. Next fight, welterweight fight. This is a good one. I'm going to be looking forward to watching this one. Sean Brady from the USA fighting the Celtic Kid, Jack Matthews from Australia. Sean Brady is undefeated in the UFC and in his MMA career. The Celtic Kid is a veteran of the game, and I'm going to pick the veteran of the game to win and give Sean Brady his first loss. Next fight, light heavyweight between African Savage Kennedy Nzechukwu from Nigeria versus Mr. Marvelous Carlos Ulberg from New Zealand. On this one, Mr. Marvelous, the Carlos Ulberg, not the Carlos Ulberg, Mr. Carlos Ulberg, or Mr. Marvelous, is making his UFC debut, 3-0. So he's a young buck in his MMA career, 3-0, making a debut in the UFC. The African Savage is 1-1 in the UFC. But on this one, I'm gonna pick the upset, Mr. Marvelous, to win on his debut. And then the featured event of the prelims, Tim Elliott. This is a flyweight. Tim Elliott in the USA from the USA fighting Jordan Espinosa from the USA. On this one, I'm gonna go with Tim Elliott. I don't know if some would consider that an upset or not, but I like his style, and I'd like to see him win tonight. Nothing against Mr. Espinosa. Next fight, it's in the prelims, the potatoes flyweight fight. Rogerio Bontorin from Brazil fighting Don't Blink Kai Kara France. Kai Kara France fighting out of City Kickboxing, I believe. And with a better record. But on this one, I'm gonna pick Mr. Bontorin to win on this one and upset Kai Kara France. Then next, another flyweight fight. The beefcake Joseph Joseph Benavides fighting the bullet Askar Askarov. And Askar Askarov is from Russia. He's undefeated in the UFC. Yep, he's undefeated in the UFC. But I'm going to pick him to be upset today and pick the beefcake to win. Next bantamweight fight between Kung Fu Monkey Song Yadong from China fighting Matrix Kyler Phillips. Both fighters are undefeated. Kyler Phillips, Matrix is a 2-0 record, 2 wins, 2 no losses in the UFC. Song Yadong, 5 wins, no losses, 1 draw. I'm gonna go with the upset on this one. Matrix Kyler Phillips to win. That's the upset, good people. He has less experience, and he also has less fight time. So I think him winning would be an upset. Next fight, bantamweight, the Dominator Dominic Cruz from the USA fighting Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny has a 5-1 record. He's also from the USA. 5-1 record in the UFC. The Dominator Dominic Cruz has a 5-2 record, so not much of a difference between them. But on this one, I'm gonna pick Mr. Dominic Cruz, who's coming off a loss, a long layoff. So I'm gonna pick him to upset Casey Kenny, who's been the more active fighter between the two of them. Fighter between the two. And that's the featured event of the preliminary fights. And then now we go to the meat, the steak, the good steak, the pay-per-view event. I think it's all pay-per-view. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, good people. Anyway, light heavyweight fight is kicking off the main card, the meat of the event. Maheta Thiago Santos from Brazil fighting Alexander Rakic from Serbia. This one's gonna be a good fight. Explosive. Both well tested fighters, but Mr. Thiago Santos with more experience, and I think Alexander Rakic is younger and also has less experience. So I'm gonna go with Mr. Rakic to upset the veteran Thiago Santos. And then the next fight, lightweight, between Islam Makhachev from Rus versus Drew Dober from the US. Islam Makhachev, 7-1 record in the UFC. Drew Dober, 10 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. On this one, I'm gonna go with Mr. Islam Makhachev. I've heard good things about him. I don't know. I wouldn't be upset if he gets upset. So, or if he gets beat. Nothing personal. I'm not placing any bets on this. I don't know any of these people. Anyway, next fight. Oh, good people. Now we enter the creme de la creme of the event. 3 title fights, and the first one is a bantamweight title fight between No Mercy Piotr Yan versus Funk Master Aljamain Sterling. Piotr Yan is the champion from Rus, 13-1 record in the UFC. No, 7-0. Oh, my bad. 7-0. Undefeated. Fighting Funk Master Aljamain Sterling, who has an 11-3 record. On this one, it's gonna be a tight one. I can't wait to watch this one. I know a lot of people I've seen on social media waiting for this fight for years, for months. And on this one, I'm gonna pick an upset. Funk Master Aljamain Sterling will become the new champion. Next fight, the second ladies fight of the evening of the event, the Lioness Amanda Nunes, the double champ, fighting Megan Anderson. Amanda Nunes from Brazil, Megan Anderson from Australia. Amanda Nunes has a 13-1 record in the UFC. Megan Anderson 3-2. Amanda Nunes has fought the best of the best, the toughest of the toughest. Her losing this fight will be the ultimate upset. But I'm not even that stupid, good people. I'm not putting any money on this, but I'm putting my word on this, you know? Why, I believe in the Lioness. I believe in the Lioness. I don't think I've ever picked her to lose. Maybe I picked her to lose against Chris Cyborg, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, good people. But I don't believe so. So I pick Amanda Nunes to retain her title, remain the queen of the featherweights. And so, good people, we go to the main event of the card. Legendary Polish power, Jan Blachowisz from Poland, obviously, fighting the last tile bender, the broken native from New Zealand and Nigeria. The last tile bender is undefeated. Jan Blachowisz has 10 wins, 5 losses. Israel Adesanya has 9 wins, no losses. But this is a light heavyweight fight, good people. And Israel Adesanya has never fought in the UFC in the light heavyweight division. This is his first time. He came in under the weight. He could not even make the weight. He came in a little bit like almost 5 pounds under, 4.5 pounds under. So like that's like 2 kilos, maybe a kilo and a half. I don't know. Anyway, on this one, obviously, the upset is hard to tell. The upset could be Jan beating Stylebender, giving him the loss, his first loss in his MMA career or his UFC career. Yeah, his MMA career. He's 20-0. Or the upset could be the last Stylebender beating legendary Polish power with precision, with New Zealand Kiwi precision. And that would be an upset because he came in underweight. So good people, this is tough one. This is a tough one. But I'm going to have to go with the last style bender, Mr. Israel Adesanya, to win and become the 5th double champ. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy Fight Night 259. Or fight morning or fight afternoon, depending on your time zone. Otherwise, until next time, be blessed, good people. Do good things. Adios. Adios.